Today I want to tell you about a novel I've recalled. I Had the Same Dream Again by Yoru Sumino. At first, I thought this story would be simple because it's told from the perspective of a young girl. But as I keep reading, I realized that it actually talks about really deep things like life, choices, regret, and what happiness really means. So the story follow a girl named Nanuka Koyanagi. She's an elementary school student who is very smart and also kind of different from other kids in her age. She doesn't really connect well with her classmates, and she often feels more comfortable being alone. Instead of playing with other kids, she prefers spending time quietly, thinking about things in her own way. The only companion she truly feels close to is a stray cat that she named is Amadou. One day in school, her teacher gave the class a question that seems simple, but actually isn't as simple. So the question is, what is happiness? Most of the students don't really think deeply about it, but Nanuka is different. She can't just give a quick answer. She keeps thinking about it again and again because for her it feels like something important. As she starts searching for the answer, she doesn't just think about it alone. Instead, she begins to learn from the people she meets. She meets three people in her life. So the first person she often visits is an old woman who lives by herself. The old woman shares stories about her past, and through those stories, Nanuka slowly begins to understand what it feels like to live with regret and loneliness. She realizes some people carry the weight of their past choices for the rest of their life. Then Nanoka meets a young woman named Minami-san. At first, Minami-san seems very kind, cheerful, and easy soul too. But as Nanoka spends more time with her, she starts to notice that something is not quite right. Behind her smile, Minami-san is actually dealing with emotional pain and complicated problem that she doesn't openly show. After that, Nanoka also meets a girl named Kiryu. Kiryu has a difficult life and she often seems distant and lost. Through her, Nanoka sees how painful it can be when someone feels like they don't belong anywhere and when life starts to feel overwhelming. As she keeps thinking about the question of happiness, everything starts to come together. She starts to see that happiness is not about having a perfect life, but about how we choose to live. We face our problems and how we treat other people. In the end, Nanoka is finally able to answer her teacher question. She understands that happiness is something that grows over time. It comes from accepting ourselves, learning from our mistakes, and continue to move forward even when things are difficult. She also realized that everyone has their own struggle, even if we can't see them. And because of that, we should try to be more understanding and more kind to others. And honestly, that what makes things so meaningful. It reminds us that um, this story it's not something we can define is one sentence, but something we build little by little through our